These are some pretty big ass snowflakes. So big that this whole scene looks fake. I don't like this. I don't like this one bit. We're not supposed to get snow. We're not supposed to get snow here until like February for a day. Please. They're so big you can even you can see them coming, so you can All right, let's go have some fun today. What are you eating? Did you just eat a big fat treat? Yes, you did. Yeah, buddy. All right, so we're in Couch and Bay. This place is just beautiful. In the right light sometimes, this place is downright magical. So snow is not snowing anymore. It turned to rain. Well, now it's just back to usual winter weather. And I got this heat blasting on here. We're toasting up some bagels, making some hash browns and some eggs for breakfast. Promi, you're gonna burn these. Hold on, let me. Oh man. Cooking is stressful. There's like so many things on the go. You got time limits. One thing's burning, one thing's gotta go. Crack the egg, Chromie. Man, so much pressure. Cruz is like, if you can't take the pressure, get out of the kitchen. Tiny little bit of water in the eggs. Pop the lid on the top. Bam! Steam, let the steam cook the top. Let the pan fry the bottom. Toaster has made some nicely toasted cinnamon raisin bagels. Look at that, super toasted. It's actually pretty good. All right, pop a little pepper on top of that. Just about think I know what I'm doing. Bada bing, bada boom. Typical Chrome breakfast, hash browns. And of course, you drown these hash browns in nice, pure Canadian made maple syrup. Then you take your eggs and you just bam, just throw them upside down on top of it. Who cares? It's all going to the same spot anyway. Cinnamon raisin bagels, bam, and I got myself breakfast in the van. Set up the kitchen table, nicely wedges between this cabinet and that one. Boom. Now we got ourselves breakfast. Tried that with one hand. Phillips Brewing. They're from Victoria, BC. Ooh, that's actually pretty good. What's this? A Kolsch. 78 Kolsch? Pretty good. You guys don't have beer with your breakfast? What? So tonight I thought we would just sit in the van and have a drink and just kind of look around the van, because there is some few things around here that I think I would like to change. What? Yeah, let me tell you, when you're living in a van, it never stops changing. You always seem to be tinkering with something. So today I thought we would just poke the camera around and yeah. I don't know if it's as fun as I said at the beginning of the video. Let's go have some fun. Well, crack a beer. We'll have the best time we can. Who says van life is lonely? I just pull up here, crack myself a beer, and now look what happens inside of my van.
Cheers, Cruz.
What's up, man?
That's It's nice and warm in here. It's definitely warmer than my thing. So
Yeah.
I'm sitting here as long as the beers keep flowing.
Yeah.
As long as this guy's here, I'll be here.
That's pretty cool, man. Your name is?
I'm Jaden.
I'm Scott.
Nice. So yeah, man, it's pretty cool. Like, it's nothing like, if you guys think you're gonna be lonely in van life, no freaking way.
Can't get away from people.
No. And look, there's a van right beside me there. There's another one there. How many vans do you figure are parked here?
Oh, there'll be about 20 tonight at least.
Yeah, every night it's the same. I wake up in the morning, open my back doors, and I say, "Oh, hey, how you doing? How you doing?" Saying hi to all my neighbours, because it's just, well, you know, I usually wake up to the sound of Scott calling his dog Butters. Butters! And I'm like, where?
Yeah.
Awesome, guys.
Oh, fantastic.
The sense of community around and amongst other van dwellers is beautiful. You just feel this bond with people. There's like an instant connection, like you've known each other your whole life. It's just, I don't know what it is about it. I don't know what it is about. Maybe it's our souls just feel the same things, so they connect very well. Whatever it is, it's downright beautiful. Jaden in the front seat, 2 minutes before you seen him on camera, I looked out my window and I seen him working on his van right beside me. I'm like, "Hey man, you want a beer?" He's like, "Yeah." He comes around, sits in the front seat of my van, and we share a beer together. That's how, just, it's so connecting. It's such a beautiful thing, you guys. Anyway, let's go poke around my van and show you some things that I need to do. I just got some general, like, Cruz, you being a maniac? There's just a few things in the van I would like to do, and I thought I would show you guys. So my little pot lights I've had here, they've been double-sided taped onto the roof. They've been here forever. They fall down occasionally. But now that I have all these fancy cabinets, the first thing Andy said to me after they went in, he's like, "Chrome, you gotta fix those. They don't look good." So that's a project I'm going to do. It's just a matter of cutting holes around this. This is just a cardboard, and siliconing them and sinking those into place. They have little things on them that clip in, but I don't think they're going to hold into here. But that is one project I got to do for sure. And these little puck lights, they're really, really good. I got them from Amazon. I think these links are in my Amazon links. But the one I had over here that matches this one keeps breaking. So I'm gonna have to take a look and see if it's the wire that's pulling out of it, but I've broken 2 of them already since this cabinet has been in here. I think it might just take a lot of vibration and stuff like that, and it's just messing up the light, but I'm gonna take a deeper look into that. In the back of the van, you can see the light is hanging down because the roof that you see in here, this is just the foam insulation I have spray glued with this material. So, and because this is still just the foam, I can cut a hole in it here and sink these lights into it. But before that happens, I'm thinking about replacing my roof. I pondered this a little bit before, and I'm not sure what I'm gonna do or how I'm gonna do it, but I really like the whole crazy pattern stuff on my roof, but sometimes it's just not practical as a cleanup because there's spots over here. Look at these spots there, and I've tried to wipe them out. They're not coming out, so they're stained. And the same thing is happening over here above my stove. This white's just getting stained. This used to be so white, it's crazy. Now it's like a cream color, and I'm sure next year it's gonna be yellow. So I've been pondering about putting like a marine vinyl, or like a vinyl on the roof, or finding a patterned vinyl or something like that, and just spray gluing the vinyl on the top so I can at least wipe it off. So I might do it black, I might do it white. I'm not really too sure, but it will be black or white because my whole van is a nice neutral color scheme, and everything on my bed is always black and white. But so yeah, that I'm still thinking about. So if anybody's got any ideas on that, let me know. But I was thinking about doing it a vinyl because it's just so easy just to wipe down. So no matter what happens, like the vinyl that you would put on a seat in a boat, because it's durable. If it can handle your butt scrubbing on it all the time, then it sure as heck can handle being on my roof. Something else that's been on my mind has been my door panels, because this is such a convenient place to store things. And when I first built my van out, I never really thought about how convenient utilizing your door is for storage. So there is a few things now that are on my mind now that the van build is looking so perfect that I wouldn't mind changing on my door. I really like this wall paneling on here because I think it ties in the rest of the van. But on the top here, you can see all the glue and stuff like that from where I glued that in. It was a late night and I was like, screw it. I just wanted to clean it up a little bit. But the screws that are in here, they don't need to be there. When I first glued this in, so this has got construction glue right to the metal. So it is in there, it ain't moving. But when I first put it in, because it tips backwards, the angle of the door tips this way. So I had to put these screws in place to hold that in place. So they don't really need to be here. So I could take those out. That would clean up the little bumps and stuff in the rope here that look kind of silly. But I wouldn't mind cleaning all this up, maybe rerunning a new rope through here. And while this is out, I would really like to throw a coat of paint on my doors because look at them. They're all like dinged up. And now that everything in the van looks super fancy, it'd be nice just to clean this whole thing up. But what I want to do, my bottom door panels on both of my doors, they're great, but inside of this door panel, there's probably about a gap about that deep inside the door, which I could be utilizing as storage space. So I think I'm going to pull these things off and see if I can cut a dimensioned hole through there and then maybe line the inside of the door with like a carpeting of some sort, and then have at least a cubby hole so I could throw things like my cover to my heater when I'm not using it, or Cruz's harness and leashes. I've been using the space back here to store stuff. The cover for my thing, Cruz's harness and stuff like that, all goes back there. So instead of having these dangling things hanging out, if I could have a cubby hole in the bottom there and then maybe have one over here that goes the whole door space, I can start hucking things in there. And a lot of these changes that go on in your van, like the ones that are happening with my van now, they all come into play because I've been in this space. I know what kind of space I live in. But these are some things that maybe you guys should think about when it comes to you building your van. Because a lot of people just think, well, let's just cover the door. 2 years into my van, and I'm already trying to utilize every inch that I can just to clean up some clutter. Now that Andy's built these incredible cabinets and put all these nice finishing touches on this cabinet, things are looking so downtown Vancouver condo. So I wouldn't mind cleaning this up because this is starting to look, well, just messy. And another change I want to do, because I now have 2 pee bottles. Yep, I have 2. So I have my main bathroom, and when my main bathroom is full, I have a guest bathroom. And besides, if anybody wants to come over, you can use my guest bathroom if you'd like. I'm pretty sure your hoo-ha might fit in that if you're a girl. I'm not really sure, but whatever. Anyway, I want to put a male-female bathroom sign, one with the dude and the girl, so it looks like bathroom. Anyway, another thing I want to do too is if you look at the back of my van, everything looks all pretty, then boom, there's the back doors. I don't use those windows at all. That's a piece of foam, insulation foam over the windows. I wouldn't mind creating a panel that goes over top of the window and then covering it with whatever vinyl or whatever thing I do on the roof. So have it so it covers the back door so it all looks nice and pretty in the back. I've even pondered about putting like a chalkboard piece in there for writing, but I think maybe just having the nice flow of the roof go all the way down the back door so it all looks nice and polished and clean. But during that process, I think I'm going to be painting the back doors as well too, because if you can tell on the back doors, much like the side doors, there is a whole lot of damage on them from the previous owner, because this was a delivery van at some point. But as of right now, those are the only changes that I like to make in the van. This list of changes seems to always accumulate and change all the time. But that's what happens when you live in a van. You always seem to be tinkering with something. And if you're living in a van now, you know exactly what I mean. Something's always on the evolve. It's never perfect. But anyway, guys, enjoy your day. Thanks for watching this one. I'm going to go enjoy my beer and enjoy a night watching movies because I have a hot spot right across the street from me. So hopefully the connection is okay to watch myself a little bit of Netflix. And I'll see you guys all on the next one.
The sun is going down now. Been at it for a while, and I have had enough of this. I doubt that we can solve it. Been trying for so long, and I just can't ignore that it won't ever be the same.